Hello, welcome to the new tutorial for the last update. There's some new stuff. Liquid sounds are handled in a new way, and there's one bad thing though, but mostly good things. The bad thing first, it's the example level isn't symmetrical anymore, but there will be new stuff, so there should be symmetry along the way again. So let's go over it. Before we had this system with the water, that we could only use water sounds, and you had to add the volume for the water to each and every object. But now it's like there's a proxy for it, and you just add it to the proxy, and the objects look for the proxy in the level, and they get the volumes from there. So it's much easier and large scale solution. Let's listen what's new. So this is the new, this is water, for example. Yeah, we knew that already, but it's handled in a different way from now. This is just an example for a different water liquidy sound thing. This is like mud. And in this case, it plays sounds while underwater too. So if you have like bubble stuff, or like in this case, this mud sound, this rolling mud sound, then you can add this for the volumes as well. So yeah, then there's this option with bushes or trees. You can also use it for this one. So when the object hits the bushes, it plays a sound. When the object rolls through the bushes, it plays a sound. And when it exits the bushes or trees, whatever, it plays a sound. Depending on size, velocity, and yeah, the pitch is changed, the volume changes. Yeah, you know the things, the same stuff that works with all the other things, with the collision and the rolling and sliding. It's kind of the same, but yeah, in a different way. So yeah, I optimized some stuff as well so that the performance is better, and the location for the sounds updates in a better way. It's still lightweight, so it should run well on every system. Yeah, let's go over how you use those volume proxies. So in the example level, we have these volume stages over here with the volumes. In this case, it's a physics volume. It could be a trigger volume, an post-processing volume, everything you want. It doesn't matter what kind of volume it is. And these are the liquid proxies. It's still called liquid proxy. It should be volumes proxy, but I guess I haven't changed it in the example level yet. I'll change it later on. So what you do is you just drag in the volumes proxy, and this proxy searches for the right volumes that you added, and the plays the correct sounds. So let's go over this and build one on our own. We could build it over here so that we can use the ball as well. So if we, for example, want to, let's use another proxy for this. Not a volume, but not a physics volume. A trigger volume. Let's use a trigger volume. Oh, come on. Trigger volume. There it is. Where is it? It's for some reason over there. So if the ball hits this thing, there's nothing gonna be played yet. We can test it. nothing's playing. But if we now add, where is it? There it is. If we now add the BP volumes proxy to the level, we can add this volume. You can add as many volumes as you like, and we're gonna look for the trigger volume. It's trigger volume 3. Trigger volume 3. Then we can add a sound when it enters the volume. Let's, for example, add like, I don't know, leaves. Let's play. Yeah, let's add this for the enter volume, enter sound. Then you can also add more sounds if you like, but you don't have to. Then there is the usual sliders, the volume multiplier, the max volume for every element. So we add the exit sound, leaves, and let's pick this one for example. And if we want like a continuous sound inside of it, we can like add bush. Whoops, sorry, that's German. Bush, inside bush. The inside sounds are marked as inside, but there are not that many yet, but I might add more later on. I added these sounds for bushes, especially they are like 5 new sounds, so it's 205 sounds in the pack in total now. Yeah, so let's listen to this. So what happens now is this proxy looks for this volume, and when the ball enters the volume, it plays these sounds on the location of the ball. Let's see. Yeah. You could also like remove this one, and if you want this to play the normal water sounds, you can just go to the water to the proxy that uses the water. Just add a new array element and then choose the trigger volume. And now the trigger volume plays water sounds. Or yeah, if you add it to this one, but I think you should remove it from this one, because it shouldn't be in 2 proxies at once, the volume. So let's see. Yeah, the mud sounds. That's how it works essentially. Yeah, I want to remove it. So there's some other stuff too for VR. I got an email. Yeah, I'll open up the VR project first, and then I can show you the default VR template from Unreal Engine. So someone wrote me an email where he asked if you, I'll just show you. If you are in the default level, you go in and you hit an object like this, but it's not hitting actually. Oh, sorry. It's not hitting actually, so it's just overlapping. The problem is it doesn't play sounds then. So there's no the functionality to play sounds when overlapping. I also added this surface sounds with leaves just to see if it works. So he had this scenario that he had like an anvil and he was hitting it with the hammer, and it didn't play sounds when he hit it, but now it should. Yeah, yeah, I'll just show you how it works. So you just go to your object and go into the blueprints folder, and you look for BP Physics VRoverlap, and you just drag it onto the object. Or you can just add the component from here. So this one already has it. BP Physics VRoverlap. It also has the surface sounds with the leaf sounds that you just heard. It also works with materials. So if you have like an object with multiple materials, you just add the BP Physics VRoverlap to it and it works. You don't have to do anything else by setting it up. It's just the blueprint has to be there. It does everything automatically. So there's also now the functionality that if you have like an object that should play water sounds while holding it in your hand, it's now possible. Yeah, and yeah, that's kind of it. If you have any further questions or like ideas that I could implement, just write me an email or put it in the comments section. I read every comment. I mean, there aren't that many yet, but I'm hoping it's gonna be more later on. Yeah, just write a question or leave the idea in the comments section, and I'll see if I can implement it, if it's possible. I hope you like the changes. If you have any bugs, of course, contact me. Yeah, have fun.